Good morning. What is it? Good morning, San Francisco. Something like that. Good morning, tribe. I just got back from, it's not Gainesville. I just pulled in my garage and I'm leaving to a Tony Robbins event tonight. And one of my clients from one of my programs just asked me a really awesome question, and I wanted to pop on and address it really quick. Instead of just messaging him back, I figured I'd just pop on and do a live and give the value to everybody, because I know this is where #human. This is something we all struggle with. Hello, hi Jess. Oh, I see Jennifer's little face and Jess's little face and someone else's little face that I can't really see. Hi guys. I hope you're having a fantastic morning. Okay, so here's the deal. He asked how, if I'm feeling insecure or self-judgment or criticism or fear, that I can really show up for my people or have something powerful to say or really lead them. Hi Laura, how are you? Hi Jennifer. Hi Tina. All my favorite people are here. Hi Carla. That's the face I saw. It was Carla. I know Jess is coming to the Tony Robbins event tonight too. Yay. Hi Lee. So here's my real answer for this. And it's a really, hi Catherine. It's a really honest answer. When we are feeling insecure about if we are good enough, or if we have enough powerful stuff to say for other people, let's say it's a Facebook Live, it's a blog, it's a program, it's a price point that you have, it's just being seen, it's actually owning that you're the expert in something, any of those areas, we can feel like a fraud sometimes. We just feel like we're not enough, like I don't have enough powerful stuff to say, like I'm just feeling like I'm not enough, that kind of feeling, right? Or just feeling a little bit nervous or insecure. And listen, that's valid. The number one fear in the whole entire world is public speaking. It's like public humiliation, public speaking. That's the number one fear in the whole world. So you're in good company, #human, right? But there's a secret to just grace right through that. And this is it, okay? It's going to sound fluffy. It's so not. I'm telling you tangibly, this is the thing that's going to help you to break through. Hi, Marissa. Are you ready? It is to get off of yourself and to focus on the people that you're here to serve. Not kidding. When we're focused, so literally this is the shift. Listen to me for a second. It's not something to judge yourself for. The reason that we focus on ourselves is because we want to do a good job. We want to be able to assess ourselves, and because it's fear-based on, like, when we have gone through hard times, traumas, when, things have, like, we've gotten used to the habit of, like, looking around to make sure everything's okay, kind of checking our back is how I describe it. It's like the sense of, like, I have to make sure nobody's going to shank me. Like, I have to make sure, like, is there anybody behind me? Is everything okay? And all these fires, like, I got to make sure all the fires are put out, and I got to know if there's any trains coming. I got to, like, tune in. Are there trains coming? Are there fires? Is someone behind me? Is everything safe? Is everybody I love safe? This is kind of the energy that we have. So when we're showing up and doing something where we're serving other people, there's a sense inside where we're torn. We're like, I want to see you and I want to serve you, right? Like, I want to be present for you. I want to be fully focused on you. I want to give you everything I have to give. Like, that is my heart's intention. That's my soul's longing. I long to be present with you and love you and give you everything that I possibly could give you to support you in your transformation and to make you feel inspired and make you feel lit up today and make you feel like there's hope and this is possible for you. But there's another part of me that's being pulled to look at the train and the fires and to make sure nobody's behind me about to shank me. And that's the tension that we feel. So the work to do is for us to learn how to get off of ourselves and to actually teach our nervous system to feel safe without an emergency happening. So we're so used to being in a state of survival that we give so much attention to that feeling and those emotions, and it's just a habit. It's just a familiar habit. There's nothing to judge about it. It doesn't mean anything about you. It means that you've been through some hard shit and you have a habit of focusing on making sure everything's okay in your life and the people in your life are okay. And you're not actually familiar. Your nervous system doesn't feel safe yet. Putting that stuff down, really calming down, grounding, and then tuning into your people and holding space for them, or bringing the message forward that you have to bring today, right? So the work for us to do is to actually practice focusing on our people. So before I hop on this Facebook Live, I'm tuning in. I'm not tuning into like, okay, what can I say? I have the Life on Fire program coming up. What do I need to say in order for them to realize how powerful and amazing that's going to be so their life will change? And like, okay, how can I connect this to that? And, how do I make sure that I sound smart today and like have a really powerful point to say about this? And, I have people that are woo and people that are Christian and people in between. And like, how do I resonate with all three audiences? No, That is like the farthest thing from my brain when I'm talking to you guys right now. The one and only thing I thought before I hopped on this live was like, okay, I remember what that felt like, when I felt like, how do I know I can serve them? And I felt like I was being torn in those two directions. And what did I really feel? And why did I feel that? What did I learn was the reason why that was happening? And what do I need to realize? Like, okay, the work, what is the work for them to do? Right, okay, this is going to really serve them if they understand why this is happening to them. And then they understand, oh, this is what I'm practicing. Like, I'm literally, so the people in the Brave Live Challenge right now, the whole point was to face these things, because when you get to day 10, when you get to day 20, to day 30, you're like, I have nothing left to say, or, oh my God, this thing happened, or these guys are being creepy on my thing, or my mom got upset because of something I said, or, I don't even know what my offer is, or I feel bad selling every day, or like all these million things that get flushed up. That was the whole point. The whole point is to actually show up to do the work so we can actually become. It was never about, I need to be that right now before I hop on the lives. I need to have it all figured out. It was about, I'm going to consistently show up for my purpose, my calling, my message, because in doing so, the clarity happens. As I show up and I teach, as I show up and I bring my message, as I show up and I keep practicing getting off of my circumstances and focusing on the person in front of me and being like, okay, what value do I have that can support them today? How can I support them? How can I love them? Oh, it's saying low network connection over and over. Hopefully this isn't. It sounds so funny that we all say those things to ourselves. Yes, we do. That's why we have to start talking about it out loud. This is why we do life together. Because when we say it out loud, we're like, la duh. That is for you, Rebecca. La duh. So it's about being okay with the fact, like, look, you gotta suck until you don't suck anymore. So if you suck at something, that's okay. That was the whole point. The whole point of beginning it is so that eventually I won't suck anymore. And however long it takes is however long it takes. So if you suck at not being in the habit of serving people and you're focused on yourself and how it's going to affect you, great. It's okay. So you've been through a lot of shit in your life and your nervous system is wired to make sure you're okay, which is its job, and it's really strong. And there's not a lot of habit of you actually putting that down, practicing feeling safe long enough to be like, okay, how can I love my people today? I have 10 people watching. How can I make those 10 people the most important people in the entire universe and show up and give you everything I have to give you right now? And one of my tricks is this. I do the what if game. Hi, Marlene. I don't want to suck anymore. Yeah, but it's okay. You won't suck forever. We suck for a minute and then we don't suck anymore. And the fastest way to not suck is to consistently show up and do the work, is to consistently show up in all our suckiness and get a little bit better every single time. To be vulnerable, to when our soul tells us, our heart leads us like, oh, that's for me, right? To actually back that, and like to back it, to use our brain to back up our soul and our heart, not to use our soul to try to back up our brain. That does not work. But we use our brain like, okay, my soul is telling me this. How do I back that up? Like, what am I going to do in order to back that up and actually follow through with that and step into that investment, hire that person, say that message, speak my truth about this, whatever it is, create that offer, put the program out there, whatever it is, right? So my trick for myself is to do this. What if there's a woman who's laying in bed and she's depressed? And today I showed up and I taught her, hey, stop fucking focusing on yourself and your own problems. Release that. Don't judge yourself. We all do it. It's human nature. And start focusing on other people. And that is going to help you break through massively. You're going to have so much more motivational stuff to say. Your heart is going to come through. It's going to heal and serve people. And because I was willing to say that today, she heard that and she got out of bed. And what if her daughter was feeling so lonely and alone, but that mom got out of bed and she showed up for her daughter today? What does that mean to her daughter? What if today there's a man who's feeling like just like super sad, super stressed out, so much financial stress, and I showed up and I talked about money and I talked about abundance and I talked about learning to lean into the chaos and handling the level of pressure with grace and ease, and because of that he showed up for his family? Or maybe he didn't commit suicide today. Or what if I show up for that woman who's showing up so big for her audience and tribe and her business is scaling so fast and I remind her that she gets to be in integrity with herself, and because I showed up and I let that message come through today, she showed up and served her people. Now those those thousands of people that got to hear her message today because she had someone who had her back and had a message that came through that re-inspired her, motivated her, and shifted her, just like that one sentence can shift a person completely, and they show up and the whole day is different. Now those thousands of people are being served, and how many of those thousands of people are serving other thousands of people, and on the impact goes. What if this message was exactly what someone needed today and it changed hundreds and thousands of lives and I never even knew? I never had a clue. What if 50 of the people that watch this video are so loved and so served and everything makes sense to them and they take off in their business because of it and they never even commented or they never watched and I didn't pay and I never knew? And I'll never know. But if I'm in the state of like, what if this is the thing that helps support somebody? And like, okay, I know their pain. I know where they're at. I know can I help them? Hell yes, I can help them. Do I know that's going to lead to me having a multi-million-dollar business and and will people all reach out and tell me, like, will they all comment? Will they all do life with me openly? No. But I can lock into, what if this is the thing that really loves someone and supports them? What if this helps them break through? What are all the loving things that could happen because you showed up and you let your message come through today, because you created your offer, because you were authentic to yourself, because you did it how you felt called to do it, because you were honest, because you led yourself, because you went first, you showed up, you did the work, and then you called people to it, and you were willing to just be the leader. Look, if the people like you who are doing this kind of work and showing up to do this and investing in yourself and have been through all the stuff you've been through, and your heart's inclination is to serve other people and to thrive in life, if you can't be the leader, who the hell is worthy to be the leader then? If we're not the leaders, who the hell could ever be a leader then? There is nothing greater than that. I've been through hell. I'm showing up now. I'm investing in myself. I'm paying to become a better human being so I can help others more and leave more of a legacy. If that's not a leader, there is no such thing as a leader. And our work as leaders is to learn how to put ourself and our stuff down and our focus on, what if I look bad? Which is a normal reaction. You got to understand, like, this is just your body protecting you. It's not something to judge. There's no meaning behind it. The meaning is, oh, this is my nervous system's job, and my nervous system feels like this is okay. I have to teach my nervous system it's not okay. And the new safe way of showing up is to actually feel really safe and know that I'm okay, and just bring to the table what I have to bring to the table while I'm focusing on my people I'm here to serve. I don't know how to say your name. Samosi, you're so welcome. Love this. Cool. Yes. This is our work, right? This is why I love you so much. Thank you. You're welcome, Katie. Oh, I miss you, Katie. Hell yes, I love you. I love you back, Catherine. I did. Thank you. Yes, yes, yes. I love it. This is so good. And you just let yourself suck until you don't suck anymore, while you're learning how to focus on serving other people and letting your message be your message. Whatever it is that you really feel you have to say today, you say it. And some days it's going to feel like, that was so amazing, that was so powerful. And some days it's going to feel like, that was so lame, it was super basic and super flat. And other days you're going to be like, that was a total disaster, like, I can't even believe I'm talking about this. It doesn't matter. That's just a sensation in the body. It doesn't matter how you feel about it. What matters is you did the best you could to tune into what you felt you had to say today, and then you said it, and you said it being authentically you, and you were being real, and you were being honest and in integrity with yourself and in integrity with your message, and you pushed finish, or you pushed start or you pushed send on the blog, or you actually did the Facebook Live, or you created the program, or you told people about the offer, and then you get to feel the expansion on the other side of that. That's the only thing that matters. And every time you do that, there'll be a little bit more clarity on the other side, and a little bit more strength on the other side, and a little bit more seasoning on the other side, and you'll be a little bit better on the other side. And that's what we do every single day. That's it. And also, let's not do soul anorexia, right? I feel like one of the most powerful things I can remind people is we need to be, you're holding a lot of space for a lot of people. You're a powerful human being. You have a fire and a passion inside to lead other people, to lead yourself, to really show up and back yourself, back your dreams, back your vision, live in integrity with yourself. And you need to be fueling yourself. You need a lot more fuel than people who are living regular everyday lives. You need to be pouring stuff into you. Like, do I feel like I need to ground today? Great. I'm going to pull in tons of meditations and grounding stuff. Do I feel like I want to be lit up and on fire? Great. I'm going to join Life on Fire with Mandy. I'm going to learn how to truly live my life on fire, how to actually be driven by something that matters to me. And I'm going to pull in resources that fuel me, that motivate me, that inspire me, that light me up. I'm going to play music that's passionate and powerful and really brings me into that sensation. I'm going to watch Not Your Guru on, YouTube, and watch Tony, or watch Brene Brown's new Netflix series or a Netflix show, like whatever it is. Like, we're pulling in that kind of stuff to fill our soul back up. If you feel like you're isolated and you're longing for friendships, come to the live event November 22nd and 23rd here in Sarasota. Get in the room with other sisters, connect, let your soul connect. It's just about tuning in. What do I need? Give myself that, because when I feel good, I do good. And let me just tell you, if you're feeling starving in your soul, if you're feeling flat and dead and bored, or overwhelmed, or all these other kind of things, you're not giving yourself what you need. Do you really think that you're going to do a good job putting your stuff aside and focusing and serving on other people and holding space for them? No. When we're starving, and we're like, get the hell out of my way, I need food, right? So when we're soul starving, which most people don't recognize, yeah, we recognize normal hunger, but not soul hunger, right? And when we're hungry, we're just feeling empty and like, oh, like it just doesn't feel good. We need to give ourselves what we need, because then we're not kicking people out of the way and blowing shit up and doing all the fun stuff that we do when we're feeling a little bit desperate in our soul. So we also need to give ourselves inspiration, which will breed the creativity and all of the kind of things. And I'll drop much deeper into this on Life on Fire. And basically it's just understanding that when you drop into that, this work we're talking about right here, when you drop into this and you learn this skill and you're willing to just show up and practice, that's when the money stuff just blows out of the water. It's like next level money comes in, because life supports life. Because when we're showing up and we're being our authentic self and we're in a state of expansion, stuff can flow into us. We can receive instead of being in a state of contraction where everything's blocked. Receiving is blocked, creativity is blocked, our message is blocked, having something powerful to say, having high vibe feelings, all of that stuff becomes blocked. So this is some of the most important work that we could ever do. That's why it's okay to suck, because it's like whatever, however, we just surrender to wherever we're actually at. This is how seasoned I am at this. This is how familiar this is to me. This is how I don't really understand what this even is. I need to start somewhere, Mandy. Like, I don't even understand how to shift that inside of my body. And like, I don't even know what you're talking about in like my soul and my head. And I don't know how to hear from my soul and my head. This is where I started. I didn't know any of that crap. I couldn't even tell you how I feel. I thought a feeling was like, I don't know, I need everybody to shut up and I need a glass of wine. That's how I feel. And my coach at the time was like, that's not a feeling. And I was like, that's definitely a feeling. That is really how I feel. And I'm like, that's not a feeling. Right. Oh, I feel, I don't know. I don't even know. I had never even tuned in. I feel overwhelmed. I feel like I'm drowning. I feel suffocated. I feel like there's no oxygen. And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, I do know my feelings. But I had to learn, and I was terrible at it at first, like terrible. And then what do I need? I don't know. What do you mean? What do I need? I need everybody to shut up and I need a glass of wine. And then I had to start learning, okay, how do I give myself what I need? And, you know, and then I started learning about like I call it soul anorexia, because I think that's the perfect name, given I was bulimic for 21 years. It's like, you know, like, okay, how do I start feeling my soul? And then I had moments like riding around on the moped in Bali with my brother and feeling so safe and having served so many people at the Bali retreat and watching all these lives transform. And I was like, my soul is full. This is what it feels like. And then I started learning what are the day-to-day things I can do. And then admitting what I really need. Like, I need constant connection with my tribe right here, but I also need in person, right? Like, I run live events because I need to be in person with y'all. I need to hug you. I need to dance with you. I need to do work with you. I need to see you. I need to have a drink with you later. I need to literally like be with my people. I need that, right? This online business can be a little bit isolating. I know I need that. So I created a business that designed that. And this is all part of the back end of having a life on fire, where you wake up and you're obsessed with your life and your business. So if this kind of work resonates with you, Life on Fire PM, we start November 12th. It's absolutely going to be massively transformational. If that doesn't feel like something that's ready for you, at least the message today is our work is to actually practice feeling safe, being present with other people. You can start practice with your kids, practice with your spouse, practice with the mailman, practice with the neighbor, just fully putting our stuff down and being present with that human being and allowing ourselves to really like feel into what we have to say, to really hear what they're saying and be fully present with them. That is our work. And when you're hopping on a Facebook Live, it's no different. That's all you're doing. It's the same skill. All I'm doing is putting aside who's on their way here, and I got Tony Robbins' event tonight, and okay, what time are the kids getting home, and oh, is this person upset, and oh, there was drama last night, and like I haven't locked in with that person, and the team's waiting on me, and how am I going to write blogs while I'm at Tony's event, and I haven't even prepped for that. Like, I put all that stuff down, and I thought about how do you feel when you're feeling not good enough, what's happening, and then I shared it with you. I didn't worry about, am I going to look stupid? Are some people going to judge this message? Yep. I didn't think about them. None of those things. All I thought about was you, where you're at, and do I have value I can serve you? And can I let you know about an offer coming up in case you're ready to scale and you're at that place where you're like, that's it, I'm doing this. Right? That's it. That's my way of loving you today. That was it. And like, yeah, I'm sitting in the car before I went inside, but I had just read that message from the client and I wanted to serve him. I didn't have time to do both. I'm short on time today, so I hopped on here and said it to everybody, and I'll tag him below on this. Do you know what I'm saying? So simple. That's it. And that's what we're practicing. And then we just scale that and scale that and scale that and scale that and scale that, which is what we're doing in Life on Fire. Hi, Morgan. Yes, me too. Shut up and give me wine, right? That was, how do you feel? like everybody needs to shut up and I need wine. What do you need? Like everyone needs to shut up and I need wine. That was the best I could do when I started. I have really fine-tuned it, which is really amazing. I know what I need. I have resources for everything I need. I have habits and a 911 plan now. Like all of this kind of stuff really serves me so that I can actually be present with you guys and think about you and how you feel. And I don't need to check in. Do I feel worthy to help them? Nope, that's not even a question. The question is, what can I give? I'm going to give you whatever I have to give. In 5 years, it's going to be so much more powerful what I have to give you around this. But right now, this is what I have to give you, and it's enough. And I'm going to give you everything that I have. That has to be enough. How could that never, that has to be enough. I'm going to give you everything I have to give you right now to support you and be able to recognize what the work is and why this is happening. So you can opt into doing the work. You can, jump into the group with me. You can, give feedback, ask questions. You can start practicing today, whatever resonates with you. And that's enough. It's always enough. What you have to give is always enough that you can't possibly ask anyone to give more than they have to give. That's our work. Show up and give what you have to give today. Let the message be the message. Practice. Let yourself suck. All of those kind of things. Does that make sense? All right. I love you guys. If you're interested in the Life on Fire, just PM me and I'll give you the details, okay? If you're interested in the live event, we still have the 2 spots open. And you just PM me about that and I'll let you know, okay? I love you guys. Have a great day. Thanks for being present with me on the live. Oh, let's do hashtag serve. Hashtag serve if you're on the replay and if you are locking this in and doing this work. All right. Love you guys.